So this is the completed install of the FAST LSX-R 102 intake manifold. A couple key notes, just things to know what you're getting yourself into. You are going to have to give a vacuum hose that runs from the back of the intake manifold to the actual booster here. Let's do that right here. You're going to have to extend that thing. You're going to get a longer hose, about 3 inches longer roughly. There's also a extra port in the back. You have to go to AutoZone, get a plug that thing up, otherwise you're going to have a vacuum leak. One thing you have to install with this particular intake manifold is the spacers on the LS3. You do have to put the spacers in. The proper way to do this is to lube them up nicely with any kind of grease. Usually white grease works the best. Push them in independently, one at a time. Once you're all pushed in, then bring the rail down and push the rail in. Make sure those O-rings seat. If they don't seat, this is what they should look like. If they don't look like that, then you're going to have a vacuum leak. So make sure each one looks exactly like that, and that's how you know they're seated. You are going to have to fight them a little bit because they don't like to go down the first try. Another thing you have to change, at least on the 2012 Camaro, is the map sensor actually points the wrong direction. So you're going to have to put about 2 O-rings in here. You'll see it on the side here. Shove them in there, make sure it's drilled out enough, and make a nice tight seal. You're also going to have to extend this wire roughly about 3 inches. You can buy a plug-and-play harness. It's like 40 bucks, or you can just get some high-quality copper wire for $1 and do it yourself, and then make sure it's taped off nicely. Your idler pulleys, again, it needs to come out this way, roughly about 1/8 of an inch. As you can see here, it is very close tolerance. We end up having to just, instead of using the spacer that they have, because it looks like the spacer is actually going to put the whole idler assembly out of alignment, we had just shaved with the file as engine was running, just shaved like a 1/16 to roughly 1/8 of an inch off of here, and gave us the clearance needed in order to clear the throttle body motor. Otherwise, the install wasn't that difficult. They don't tell you about a lot of things that you do need to know about, including things that just went over. We're about to put it on the dyno today. We'll see what it does, and we'll get back to you.
So coming up next, we have a video we shot during the installation of this intake. There is no audio and it is in high speed, so if you have any questions, please ask them below.